Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Let's rewind to the year 2000, when four women suddenly became cultural icons, girlfriends. They represented everything people dreamed of back then: success, confidence, close friendship, and a glamorous life that felt almost magical. We watched them, admired them, and many of us wanted to live the way they did on screen. But that was 25 years ago, and the truth behind the scenes was very different. The Hollywood fairy tale began to fall apart once the cameras stopped rolling, revealing a reality that was far less perfect than it appeared. Today, we're uncovering what really happened, including how one star's life collapsed so dramatically that she eventually had to sleep in a garage just to get by. A legend once battled thoughts of suicide at the height of their fame. Another took a career gamble that pushed them into permanent obscurity. This isn't a simple "where are they now?" Recap: this is the story of how they fought to survive when everything around them began to collapse. The truth behind these 25 years of turmoil is harsher and more shocking than anything ever written in a script. So the real question is, are you truly ready to hear it? Comment the name of the actor you're most curious about. Hit like if the show ever meant something to you, and most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're about to pull back the darkest curtain right now. Joan Carol Clayton, the sharp attorney, the spiritual anchor of the group. She's the woman who seems to have everything except inner peace. Always anxious, always searching, always chasing a level of perfection no one could realistically reach. And in real life, Tracee Ellis Ross reflects much of that same energy. Born on October 29, 1972, Tracee isn't just an actress. She comes from true music royalty. Her mother is none other than the iconic Diana Ross, a legend whose shadow and legacy shaped Tracee's world from the very beginning. Years later, even after reaching incredible new heights with the hit series Blackish, Tracee admitted that she still had mornings when she woke up flooded with anxiety. She was scared that one small mistake could make everything she'd built crumble in an instant. In one interview, she revealed that there were moments when she genuinely felt like a fraud, as if her success was nothing more than luck, and that eventually everyone would figure out she didn't deserve any of it. Growing up, every breath Tracee took and every move she made was constantly compared to one of the greatest icons of the 20th century. That kind of pressure didn't inspire her, it confined her. So, when 28-year-old Tracee landed the role of Joan Clayton, it wasn't just another acting job. It was her chance to finally shout to the world, "I am Tracee, not just Diana Ross's daughter," and she proved it. It wasn't just a career move, it was a statement, a revolution celebrating the natural beauty and brilliance of Black women. Today, at 53, Tracee Ellis Ross continues to leave her mark, most recently with her travel series Traveling Solo with Tracee Ellis Ross. She lives on her own in Los Angeles, yet she is far from lonely. She has found a sense of peace, balance, and fulfillment that makes her story truly inspiring. Girlfriends made Tracee Ellis Ross an icon for a generation of modern women, successful, smart, independent, yet quietly wrestling with insecurities and moments of loneliness. But when the laughter on screen faded, her real life grew chaotic. She carried an invisible, relentless weight, the pressure to shine, to prove her worth, and to keep pace with the enormous shadow of her mother's legacy. That constant comparison left her exhausted, both mentally and emotionally. To focus on her career and protect her mental health, Tracee chose to live alone. She's never been married and doesn't have children, which in a world obsessed with marriage and family drew plenty of scrutiny. People labeled her lonely, but she turned that idea on its head. "I love freedom," she said. "But yes, sometimes freedom can be lonely." She poured her energy and passion into her creative work, and eventually she found her spiritual child in Pattern Beauty, the hair care brand she built from the ground up. With an estimated net worth of $16 million, Tracee believes her greatest achievement isn't the Golden Globe Award she's earned, but the lesson she's learned about truly loving herself, even during moments when she feels unworthy. She's discovered that real success isn't measured by wealth or accolades, but by how you confront and overcome your inner struggles, ultimately finding a sense of peace and balance within yourself. If Joan was the heart of the group, William Dent was definitely their soul. The best friend, the honorary boyfriend, the smart, charming lawyer, and the emotional anchor for all four women. He was the kind of man every girl dreams about as a best friend. Born on the 15th of July 1969, Reginald C. Hayes brought William to life with a mix of authenticity and lovable humor that instantly won over audiences. The role made him a fan favorite and marked the peak of his career. But the storm hit as soon as the spotlight faded. When Girlfriends ended in 2008, Reginald faced a harsh reality. Hollywood adored William Dent, but there was no clear place for Reginald C. Hayes. He entered a long stretch of unemployment, promised film projects were canceled, contracts dried up, and the phone stopped ringing. Slowly, he began to fade from the memories of an industry that only cared about the next rising star. A cruel illness took a serious toll on his health, landing him in the hospital in critical condition and forcing him to confront just how fragile life can be. It was in that near-death moment that Reginald truly grasped the value of every day and the importance of resilience. Though he has never been married, he has always carried a remarkable sense of optimism, once saying, "I haven't lost everything. I'm just learning how to start over." Today, at 56, Reginald C. Hayes lives a quieter, more grounded life, occasionally taking on small projects and staying connected with the fans who have supported him over the years, a reminder of the lasting impact he made on television and in their hearts. The situation grew worse so bad that it's almost unimaginable. Picture this: the man who once walked the red carpet, wore sharp designer suits, and was adored by millions, now had no home of his own. Reginald C. Hayes, star of one of television's most successful sitcoms, was forced to live temporarily in his sister's garage. Let that sink in the garage. He spent freezing nights there, carrying the heavy weight of bitterness, shame, and the crushing despair of a man who had once had it all and suddenly lost everything. The crushing sense of loss and humiliation drove him into a deep depression. To cope, he turned to alcohol and withdrew from the world, feeling completely forgotten by an industry that had once celebrated him. But in recent years, Reginald began to rebuild himself, slowly and carefully, piece by piece. Small roles in shows like Black Lightning and Abbott Elementary appeared, tiny sparks of hope shining through the darkness. Yet fate wasn't done with him. In 2019, he received a life-altering diagnosis: congestive heart failure. His estimated net worth today is around just $1 million, a modest sum compared to the heights of his past fame. But every single dollar stands as a testament to the extraordinary resilience of a man who refused to give up. Though the number may no longer be as large as it once was, it carries with it countless stories of perseverance, long days of relentless struggle, and the unwavering determination to keep moving forward, holding on to faith and continuing down the path he chose despite every obstacle. Lynn, the free-spirited soul, the artist who treasures freedom, the eternal student living off friends. She was a rebellious, sensitive spirit, constantly torn between her artistic ideals and the harsh realities of life. Persia White, born on October 25, 1972, didn't just play Lynn, she was Lynn. But when the spotlight of Girlfriends faded, the life of a free-spirited artist became much tougher. Persia threw herself into music, believing that creating melodies could help her navigate and heal from the emptiness that followed fame. She formed a band and even released an album, but the entertainment industry rarely forgives those who have fallen out of favor. While her album earned some praise, disappointing sales left her in financial trouble. Even worse, it forced her to confront painful questions. Does anyone still remember her? Is her worth only tied to a single sitcom? Years of long-term unemployment, combined with the constant pressure to uphold her image as a humanitarian and dedicated vegan, slowly drained her energy and tested her resilience. Persia later admitted that there were mornings when she woke up feeling like she wanted to escape from everything. Failed relationships only made the emotional wounds deeper, and her very public breakup with musician Saul Williams in 2009 pushed her into a long period of heartbreak and instability. She stepped away from the spotlight, sought treatment for her mental well-being, and came close to losing her belief in love altogether. But just when everything felt darkest, a small spark of hope appeared from an unexpected direction. She landed a role on the hit series The Vampire Diaries, marking the beginning of a slow but meaningful comeback. It wasn't a major role, but it ended up changing her life. On that set, Persia met Joseph Morgan, the actor who played Klaus Mikkelsen, and they fell in love, he, an up-and-coming star, and she, a creative soul still healing from her past struggles. Joseph helped her reconnect with her music and, more importantly, with herself, showing her that true happiness doesn't come from fame, but from living authentically. Today, at 53, Persia White enjoys a peaceful life with Joseph Morgan in California, fully embracing the balance and joy she fought so hard to find. Today, Persia spends most of her time composing music, meditating, and dedicating herself to animal rights causes she deeply cares about. Her estimated net worth is around $1.5 million, a modest figure compared to Hollywood standards, but more than enough for her to live fully according to her own philosophy and values. She once reflected, "I used to dream of standing on stage. Now, I only dream of feeling peace when the lights go out." For Persia, true happiness no longer comes from applause or recognition, but from those quiet, meaningful moments when she can live fully and authentically, true to herself. If you connect with her perspective, leave a comment with the number 1 below the video. And if you don't, leave a 0. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel while enjoying the story. Oh, hell no. Just hearing that line, you immediately know who we're talking about: Maya Denise Wilkes, the sharp-witted lawyer's assistant, the struggling young mother, and the most straightforward friend in the group. Maya was the voice of the working class, a mix of warmth and razor-sharp honesty. Golden Brooks, born on the 1st of December 1970, brought Maya to life, turning her into an unforgettable icon. But once the studio lights went out, Golden faced a harsh reality that many women in Hollywood confront: the difficult choice between pursuing a thriving career and building a family. Right after Girlfriends wrapped, Golden chose to step away from Hollywood for a while to focus on having a child. It was a deeply personal decision, a moment of joy and fulfillment, but in the unforgiving world of Hollywood, it turned out to be nearly career-ending. As she later revealed, that choice almost put her career on ice forever. The chauffeured cars stopped arriving, the phone stopped ringing, and the scripts that once flowed in suddenly stopped coming altogether. The exhaustion and pressure eventually led Golden to seek therapy, helping her confront and overcome her fears and anxieties. Her comeback wasn't sudden or dramatic, it was a slow, steady climb back into the industry. She appeared in projects like The Darkest Minds 2018 and the series Saturdays 2023, gradually regaining her momentum and presence on screen. Today, at 55, Golden Brooks lives in Los Angeles with her daughter, continuing to act and produce independent projects. Her estimated net worth is around $8 million, a testament to her perseverance and talent over the years. Golden began to doubt herself, carrying for years a sense of abandonment by the very industry that had once embraced her. But her struggles went beyond her career. Her relationship with actor D.B. Woodside, the father of her daughter, ended in heartbreak, leading to a long and emotionally draining custody battle. Golden has openly shared the toll it took, the sleepless nights, the physical and emotional exhaustion of being a single mother, and the challenge of trying to build a career while fighting fiercely for her daughter's well-being. But those experiences have left their marks, and the scars are still there. Though Golden Brooks may no longer shine as brightly as Maya Wilkes once did on screen, she has become a powerful symbol of strength and perseverance, a woman who never gave up. Those scars aren't signs of failure. They're proof of a journey through hardship and resilience. While she may not be the dazzling star of her past, she continues to inspire anyone who believes that true strength comes from rising stronger after every fall.